All right. Hello and welcome back to another Shatterdaze of Venom 420. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Long time no see. So let's make sure we're doing good. Meow. There we go. All right. So let's get that up a little bit. There we are. Like I said, long time no see. Hopefully everyone's good, staying busy. I know I have been. That's why I haven't been on very much. So first and foremost, cheers, and it's good to be back. So woo! All right. Another big thank you to everyone who watched the video I posted earlier today. This is a little bit of a trailer for the video of another trailer of a demo of the blah blah blah. So good on you for that. The Stone to Death demo trailer video. Yeah. But Andrew, how you doing today? I'm okay. Joined by my favorite kitties as always. I thought she was about to jump up on me. All right, got a little bit of this homegrown we're working with. Literally thrown in a pot outside on the porch. So harvested that and it's all dried up. We got a kitty meow. Maybe she'll pop up and say hello. There's a kitty. Wouldn't be right without a kitty. And now we're gonna sit and enjoy some cat for a while. Oh, there we go. There we go. Come on, there. Why don't you sit right there? And there she is. Yeah. So cats are doing pretty good. As you can see, Panda is still being a panda, fluffing up the screen. Yeah. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully everything is going well. Hopefully everybody is doing okay. These are crazy times, and you know, that's all you can do is try and stay in there, stay in the game. So, all right. Oh, she's looking at you. What are you doing in there? Now she's smelling you. She's giving you a sniff. Yeah? Do you approve? All right. So, cheers, everybody. Like I said, it's good to be back. I don't think I've done a show in it feels like at least a month. So, but shit happens, stay busy. I've been doing a lot of recording with the band, shows with the band, shit like that. Andrew, been better. I hear you there. Had a run in with the popo while on acid with my friends last night at 1 a.m. That sounds terrible. Yeah, tripping balls with police involvement is terrible. I've been lucky and avoided it, but I had this one time where I was tripping acid and someone came to my door. It was one of my friends and another friend, which I kind of didn't know well. And he was a big ass dude. There you go. Here. Pick what you're going to do. Come on. But he's a big ass dude. And they went to my door. I was tripping acid by myself, actually. Randomly, of course. Didn't tell them or didn't tell anybody. And they didn't call or nothing. So they just came over. I was tripping balls. And I swear, big ass guy, he's like, watch this will be funny. He slams on the door. He's like, open up, Denver County Police. And I'm just tripping. Like I tripped so hard I could see the red and blue lights and shit, and was like getting ready to go to jail tripping. It was horrible. Andrew, it was pretty terrible. I'm only 17. Don't tell me that as well. And I'm still shocked and scared from the whole situation. Oh, you see the cat back there? Funny stuff. All right. Well, here's to the fact that you're on YouTube today and not in jail. Right? That's always one step above the grave. Cheers, everybody. It's good to be back. I've been so busy, and I've been missing doing this show. The show is important to me. Uh, you attention whore. You just have to be up in the mix. I was just about to hit the bong. I was just about to hit that bong. I was just about to hit the bong. All right. Well, cheers anyway. Oh, Andrew, it definitely helped humble me and see how stupid that was. I'm personally not into acid at all anymore just because it seems like kind of an evasive drug to me. Uh where it just doesn't seem very natural anymore to me. If you're gonna trip, I say do mushrooms, dude. And if you're like, oh, that's not enough, then do more mushrooms. And you will find a point where you don't need anything else. You know what I mean? In my opinion. I'll get you anywhere you need to go. You'll do it safely. You know, I'm not saying it's impossible to fry your brain on mushrooms. I'm sure it is. But that being said, I've seen plenty. You can go online on YouTube on the same search that you found my stupid ass on. You can find a bunch of people who have taken a bunch of acid and they're fried. There's that one guy who talks about it. I think it's 30 hits. If you search 30 hits of acid on YouTube, it'll come with this guy telling a story about how he was on a bus ride home and there was some old hippie guy, and for some reason or another, the guy's like, "Do you want to hit acid, or do you want some acid?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So the hippie guy, old bum hippie guy, fills up a vial, and you know those little droppers where you put a drop in. So he fills it and fills up that dropper, and then fucking he's like, so he went to take a drop, and then fucking the old guy squirts the whole thing in. So 70 drops, 80 drops, something crazy like that. Fucking so, and he's like, he had to swallow it. He's like he actually had enough acid to swallow and drop, which is disturbing to think about. I would have tried to fucking spit that shit out. You're fucked at that point. Anyway, that guy's like twitching and fucking. He's not okay. He's permanently fried. That's the problem with the dosage of acid. It's so intense. Lord, Lord Fry bread. I'll fry up some bread, I guess. I don't think I've had deep fried bread. I'm not that southern, apparently. But anyway, but yeah, this guy's fucked. And like I was saying, so the problem with acid is there's actually many problems. Um, it comes in too concentrated and small of a form. It's too effective at too small of a dose. You know what I mean? Like it can get soaked in through your skin. Like what is that? SLC punk style. And then it can it's just so tiny that you can overdo it easy. Mushrooms, on the other hand, I think 5 grams is where you start hitting that heroic dose, as it's always called. But it is like once you hit 5 grams and up, and you're a normal sized person with normal fucking human fucking abilities as us all, you're not fucking super mushroom man, super fun guy. Um, Once you hit above 5 grams, dude, you're in for a serious fucking ride. And anything above that, and if you're doubling it, like I said, but also, oh, so 5 grams, that's a bag. Like that's a bunch of shrooms, dude. I say 3.5 grams is usually what I recommend people. If I'm like, if you want to trip, but you don't want to like do it for fucking like 8 hours or something like that, 3.5 grams. 35 bucks should get you straight. That's what I think. It's been like that with mushrooms for a very long time. There's been some ups and downs in the market of, you know, minimum wage and cost of living, which have both kind of, one's stagnant, one's gone up. But mushrooms have stayed 35, $10 a gram. So I like that. Uh-oh. You're gonna watch the cat take a nap while I smoke weed. I hope that's okay. Tell me she's not the nicest, cutest. She knows she's being watched. She just has to. Uh, she's the best kitty. Cats, dogs, they help get me through this world. I think, yeah, without them, I'd be pretty shitted. Sandy, it's the panda, right? Is this not the panda in her full glory? And me, and Sandy, and everyone else. I hope some other people fucking should stop by too that I haven't seen in a while. And to those that I haven't seen in a while, uh, Kenzie, fucking Nick. There's a bunch of people, but those are two big ones who are always following. Uh, Sandy, of course. I'm glad you're here with us. Uh, there's a lot of old school people, and throughout the years, I've actually been doing it a couple of years now. So, to everybody who sees this later on, or who isn't with us, or who knows, Liam, yeah, where's Liam up in this bitch? He's in fucking Ireland, so it could be like what 7:30. It's probably or like midnight or some shit there. So, Seeds of Wayside. I got dosed with acid while shrooming at a show once. It was great until it was a nightmare. That's the words. Neandercats. There we go. I know we could do a roll call. Everybody, please. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of people I'm missing, really. My brain doesn't work. I was going to say, well, sometimes, but let's just leave it at that. Um, see, yeah, acid. And there's more to it. I have done acid and tripped mushrooms once at the same time. I dosed myself. And I was with my mom. And at the time, it was before my stepdad, but my mom and her boyfriend at the time. And we went fishing and stayed the night at this place called Chatfield Lake in Colorado. And it was fucking terrible. Uh, I did the mushrooms, dropped the acid, and like just started tripping ish. It felt like, and I had to fucking hook a worm, and that did not go well. And then I touched my eye, and worms have their digestive fluids on the outside of their body, so that's how they kind of just eat through the dirt and shit. Like I fucking maced myself while tripping, and I was tripping so hard that I like hit the ground right outside and by the lake, and I'm just in pain and agony, and all this shit's going through my mind, and I couldn't move. I was like locked on the floor, and they're like, do you need anything? I'm like, no. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna work this out on my own. And I stayed there maced, and it was very uncomfortable for a very long time. And tripped fucking nuts. Um, yeah, I don't really know how I feel about synergies either. Doing two of the different things at the same time, you never know how they react to each other. You at that point you're putting your own psyche in your own hands because no one else can tell you really. And even if you've done it once, here's the thing again. I've been trying to get back around to this with acid. Acid is man-made, and like every drug, some people make it stronger than others, purer than others. It has different effects. A lot of the time people try to change it up or get it wrong, so it's off a little bit from lysergic acid, like the actual Albert, not Albert Hoffman, whatever his fucking face is, maybe that guy who created it. Um, like it might be off a little bit from what it was. There, like I said, acid. Unless I knew a fucking chemist and was doing it, like if I was friends with Timothy Leary or something, and I knew I was getting it from fucking like the legit shit, maybe. And even then, it seems very intense. But with a mushroom, especially if you grow it yourself and can identify it and stuff, like you take a spore print, the whole nine. I mean, you're fucking almost guaranteed what you get. Don't get me wrong, you're the hallucination or the psychedelic experience, the conscious expansion that you'll undertake, that will be different not only from everyone else, but from your previous one and your future one. They can be different every time. you know. I think getting two trips the exact same is kind of like identical twins. It can happen, but that doesn't mean it's very common. So where you're at, who you're with, where your mind is at the time, all these factors will change where your outcome is. And just like anything, when you change your starting point just a little bit, the end result can be off massively. So how much you eat, fucking, like I said, just little things, what you plan on doing during. That's why people think that shamans and guides and stuff are such a good idea, is because when you first start, it seems like it should be a party. And I feel like it's actually not that good for partying, in my opinion. And it just never lended itself to having a good old time, tripping balls, and having the you know the fabric of reality torn away and exposed whatever is left behind. And that's a pretty intense thing to comprehend while you're out and about and have to drive home, or if there's police and shit around. So I don't know. I say be cautious, be careful, and go with nature. She's got everything you need. She's got weed. You can do dabs. Dabs are fine, but there's weed, and nature's got that down. You could do acid. There's mushrooms, and mushrooms got you down. You know what I mean? It's got you back in the end. So, Sandy. Oh, all right. Let's see here. Sorry. Oh shit. I guess we can share that. Somebody's having a good night tonight. So my drummer just sent me that. Some Dominoes. Dominoes looks like beers, maybe wine or something. I'll zoom in on that shit. What else do we see in here? Nightmare Before Christmas stuff going on. So he's having a good time. Sandy, uh, pure LSD. I've heard that a guy named Owsley used to make the cleanest acid back in the 60s, but nothing lasts forever. And so the purity of LSD today seems to be a guessing game. It's crazy. So Owsley is the guy who went by Bear, and he was a roadie for the Grateful Dead for some point. He's the guy who I believe drew this. I don't think I have one around. I just went to a Grateful Dead tribute band last night with some of the Dark Star Orchestra guys, there's a bunch of people. Anyway, that skull with the lightning bolt and the red and blue. I believe Owsley drew that initially. He created that logo. He also got kicked out of North California for being like a drug kingpin. He ended up moving to this house right across the street from the Denver Zoo, uh, which is right where I do my jamming sessions, which is where I do. We just did a show at the Squire Lounge on this whatever it was a couple weekends ago. We're doing another one on the 18th, I believe, of December. We're doing a Merry Christmas Metal Thrashmas, whatever. Something we haven't come up with a name of it yet. I need to hit up the guy. But so the Squire Lounge is this really cool bar. And what's crazy is I used to go there when I was a little kid, and it is also right by the Denver Zoo. My great aunt Margie, she was my grandmother's sister, used to take care of us. She lived right next to the Denver Zoo, right? So at one point in time, I was watching a documentary or something about that Owsley guy, and they said while he was in Denver and pretty much everywhere he went, he was just a huge manufacturer. But when he was in Denver, they're like during 19, it was a little bit later, so I think it's like 70 whatever to 70 whatever. They're like the chances of you doing acid if you were in America, or I think they said in the world, they're like if you did acid anywhere in the world, the chances are like 80% that it was manufactured in Denver, Colorado, right across from the Denver Zoo. So really cool. It was cool to go back to that bar right there. uh I like how small the world can feel sometimes, and that's one thing I really love about trying to get around and do shows at clubs and shows because we're trying to do a show at the Bluebird Theater, and that show's in one of my favorite movies. So super cool, super thoughtful. You know what? Super thoughtful says spin the wheel, and you know what? That's actually super thoughtful of you, super thoughtful. Although I will wake up the cat and freak her out. So do you want me to fucking freak out the cat? Because I will. She knows we're talking about her. She knows you're watching. Uh, but she will. She'll chirp out when I spin that wheel. But that's okay. She'll have to move when I light the torch anyway. uh, all right. Put that to the side. And why not spin the wheel? So, for those of you who do not know, the wheel over here has plenty of dab rig selections written upon thusly. We spin the wheel, whatever it lands on, we take a dab out of, if we can. Oh, look at that. She did it great. She used to be so jumpy. Oh, when am I pressing button? Oh, no. Cat's laying on the keyboard. I just canceled the feed. All right. So, what are we looking at here? Uh, Seeds. My cat hates the torch noise. Yeah, they don't hate it by any means, but they don't like me doing anything with my hands but petting them. Unless I'm petting them, they just aren't happy. So, all right. Cat as attitude. Cat has attitude, probably. Lord. Yes, I am Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. She just she likes to be here with all of you. She really does. She doesn't lay on here any other time except for when I'm talking to the camera. So she's been around since I've done this show. So I got this cat right around the time I started the show. So she just knows to be here and hang out. Neandercats, they keep arresting people and blaming them for most of any drug supply. Oh wait, I missed one. Okay. Neandercats. Well, they said to pin much more. Wait, they said to pin much more of the drug war onto that person. I doubt acid suppliers ever get that sort of market share. Hmm. They keep arresting people and blaming them for most of the drug supply. Yeah, acid's a weird one. Big drugs like that, you gotta be careful because manufacturing acid is like massive felony. So is DMT. So is like meth, which meth should be making heroin, doing those type of things. Come with heavy, heavy drug sentences, prison sentences. Um, I think it's a little bit unfair and unjust, but it's a weird stance I have of it because I think that all drugs should be legal, even the ones I don't support, because that's what I figure freedom and the pursuit of happiness should kind of entail. But whatever. All right, we landed on the short forest. So let me grab the bong. We will light up the torch and we'll see how much she's still chill while I'm taking dabs behind her. She might be okay with it. You never know. All right, stick with me. I'll be right back. Oh, some water, you know. All right. Well, all righty. Nice and easy. Oh, All right. So hopefully everyone has been relatively well in this crazy world. It's about all you can do anymore. All right, we do have a little bit halfway decent chatter, which is good. Uh, Sandy, Pandy is putting on a show while you were away. Did you know she can talk? Yeah, she's a bit of a talker. Were you talking to everybody? Were you talking to everybody? Were you talking? She's like, don't stop petting me. Yeah, she's a good cat. That cat's the best. She's one of the only cats I was able to have from kittenhood. All right, put that away. I swear I went from never getting a text or a message or anything like that ever to when I joined the band, because there's five of them. Between five people, I'm always getting something hitting up. So, all right, let's see here. Just need a banger. There we go. We'll go with this one. Uh, Speaking of the band's been good. That's been pretty much what I've been doing. So, uh, anybody and everybody who can, please go to the Condemned to Burn page. There's a video up right now that we just did of the new demo song. There's just subscribe, hit that bell, and every time we come out with shit, you'll see what's happening. But that's the best way to see what I've been up to lately. That and this show, and I haven't been able to do the show. I had a show last weekend. I think the weekend, couple weekends before that. So, are you doing good? Are you doing good? Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. All right. If I had a treat for you, I would totally throw a treat, but I do not. All right. All right. Well, let's clean out this bowl. Yeah, she doesn't like the torture. That was too much for her. All right. Let's get this warmed up. And we'll do some dabs because I haven't been doing a lot of dabs because I'm a broke asshole. I haven't had much money to do anything. Really, right now, if I was ever going to join like Patreon or do I don't even know what other types there are, but something where I can help be funded in any way, now would be the time. I've been thinking about doing that. Uh, just with the band, all my extra money has been going into the band. Uh, my job has been kind of shitty, so it's been tough making a buck, and to the point where I haven't had a lot of weed to smoke, and here I am. So this show kind of burns through the pot. So if I don't have anything to smoke, it's a little hard to do it. So all this stuff together has made the show a little few and far between. Also, YouTube sucks. Doesn't love what I do, so can't say I blame them. It's their platform, but whatever. But we're gonna do some dabs, hang out. What time was it? 7:50. About to have some mushrooms. The lights going on. So maybe be able to show you some mushrooms starting. I had a little baby mushroom going on. I've been trying to get back into growing some mushrooms. I did great at growing outdoor wine cap mushrooms this summer, really this fall. I had more than I could possibly fucking do anything with, really. Wine caps are these giant mushrooms. I think I showed some of you guys plenty of times. They can get huge. I mean, like bigger than my fucking head. And I had so many, but yeah, it kind of overwhelms you when you have that much and don't know what to do with them. So that was a little crazy. But been trying really hard to get back into growing mushrooms. It's just one of the things I really enjoy doing. So let's get a. Guess we'll get this one. Get this. We'll get this one now. Burn all this fucking cat hair that's on absolutely everything I own. All right. Sandy, is there any way to preserve, I can't talk, wine caps after you harvest them? So you can dry them, and I have a dehydrator, but I was in a pretty, I've been barely able to even have enough energy to do anything. So after a while, there's so many outside that I just let them kind of disappear. And I'm not home most of the time. I work like 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I spend the other day doing band practice, hanging out with my grandma. I've been recording, and so all these mushrooms have just been kind of let to decay and do their own thing. And these wine caps really last, so there's like a whole field of like dead mushrooms, which is kind of cool, kind of crazy. But that being said, you can dry them is the best way, or slice them up really thin, and just so you can pack them really tight into a baggie, and then you can freeze them, and that's good too. So you can, and I should have. I just, dude, I didn't even. I haven't even been working on my plants. Um, I'm so exhausted all the time. I never do anything. So here is to Shatterdaze and to all you guys, because I didn't want you to think that I wasn't hanging out with you guys because I didn't want to. Oh, I let that cool off, huh? Didn't even do it. So I'm sure there's probably, so you can freeze them and you can dry them, and they're really good. They're like some of the best mushrooms I've ever had, honestly. Oh yeah, there we go. That worked a little better. Woo! There we go. Woo! Oh, my neck's finally starting to feel a little bit better. Um, I've had a herniated disc and like five fucking bulging discs in my neck. So super fucked up neck. I'm finally back a little bit to normal. I'm glad my camera angle is a little bit off so you can see a little bit more that way, but she's been playing around so much over there. I guess perfect. Ugh. All right. But things have been good. Just been trying to get shit together. Um, I don't know, trying to work as much as possible, which sucks because then I have no time to do all the things I've been wanting to do. But I needed to get my funds back up. I can barely get my shit together and buy pot, and then I'm trying to get it together so we could do like maybe a music video for our band. We're going to be doing a lyric video soon for our little single that we got coming out, which I love this song. It's a stoner song too. So it actually fits the show quite well. Um, it's called Stoned to Death. It's actually up right now. At least you can hear the like beginning version of it on the Condemned to Burn website, or you can see the little trailer of it on mine. I I want to shoot a music video for it. I have all the ideas up in this bitch. I have some cameras, some lights, but it would probably still be a few $1,000s to shoot this music video. It costs a lot of money um, to do it correctly and get a crew of people and more lights and generators and feed the people and locations and all this shit. But I know how to do it, and I feel like that's the best way to get the band exposure. And I can shoot a bunch of behind the scenes shit of these videos and put them up here because Especially this first video is such a stoner song. It's about getting stoned to death. Actually, it's about getting someone else stoned to death, pretty much. um, I have a bunch of locations already set up, people, actors, models set up, uh, storyline structure. It's all money at this point, but I just don't want to rush into doing anything uh, and doing it half-assed and making it look like shit. That's the only thing I'm kind of afraid of right now. So, what you gonna do? But that being said, I am excited for all the new things going out. I have a show next Saturday, so I will not be on next week, a week from today. But that show should be our biggest show we've ever done. Uh, there's a band called Hemlock. They've been out forever. So why are you freaking out over email? Uh, they've been out since '93, I believe, is when they said that they came out. Oh, dude, just hang out there for 1 second. She's so sensitive. All right, there we go. There we go. Keep that flashing. I like it mellow. All right. So we're opening up for them, and they're a pretty decent sized band. I'm sure I could do an interview with them, except for I don't know how I'm gonna do it or what I'm gonna do, but I thought about doing something like that. It's at a pretty. It's not a big place, but it'll be one of the bigger places we've ever played at. So that's cool. And as long as I get a mosh pit going, I'll be happy. So, but like I said, I don't know. Who knows? That's been my whole life right now is work, music, my grandma, these little fuzzy ones, and then I just pass out. So it's been hard to do the show. And I haven't had any weed. Uh, I pretty much I had 15 plants going, and I've neglected them to the point of they're fucked. They're kind of fucked. I've done it a lot. So here's the thing with hydro, my hydro. It grows fast, which is really cool. Like it grows twice as fast as dirt. But it's really it goes through these weird jumps. So it takes forever for a seed to become a like anything. Like the seed is always pretty average, but like when it becomes a seedling, right when it first sprouts, it feels like it takes forever to become something. Like a couple leaves and come okay. And it's very, you're worried about it. And then once it does that, it jumps up pretty quick. Once it hits, and then it kind of slows down, and then I don't know. Key is I wait too long, I flash it, and my fucking buds are hitting the ceiling, going above the lights and dying because they aren't getting any light. And yeah, um, that's one thing I hate about grow tents is you have to kind of do the short cycle shit. When if you have a house and it's in a decent situation, with normal sized roof. Also, my roof is not very tall, but anyway, I like growing a big plant, a decent sized plant, and my buckets can accommodate a decent sized plant, but I have to bud them at about a foot tall and harvest them at about 3 feet tall. Maybe sometimes they get, and that's about perfect. And then they're still almost hitting the lights. So it's this constant. It's just a lot of work, and my shoulder's been fucked up. Yada yada. It sucks. It's hurt me more than anything else to anybody else, I should say, because I wasn't gonna sell any of it. I was just gonna smoke it. Speaking of which, let's get some smokage going on. I need a joint. Cheers with some tea. But I don't know. The key is I just got to find out how not to work. You know what I mean? I know that's everybody's job or key or goal or whatever, but I have a lot of shit on my plate. That sounds terrible. I have a lot of things to do, and I don't know. I feel like it's more. I have more potential doing what I love than what I should do in my tedious day to day. What I mean by that is I might not be able to turn this show into a giant show where that's what I do for a living, but I might, there's a possibility, you know. Most the jobs I could get right now couldn't offer me jack shit other than working there until I die or retire. And who knows what the fuck the world's gonna do between now and then. But this show could offer me a way to get stoned and hang out with people and do what I love for a living. So I should pursue it. My band. We might not become the biggest fucking band ever and tour the world and do this and that, but we could. And I'd rather take a chance at doing what I love and going and, I'd rather fail at what I love than succeed at what I hate. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm really trying to push that forward. And I don't know. I think everybody wants to just hang out at home and not work. But some people want to just play video games, and just zone out. I think that's very tempting too. But at the end of the day, I got a lot of shit I need done. And what sucks is I had a point in my life where I didn't have a big job. You know what I mean? I used to grow pot for a living, damn near. And when you grow pot, there's a lot of boredom. When you do it for a living, like that's your job, it's a lot of sit around and watch. And it seems like you do nothing. But as soon as you go away for a day and come back, everything's fucked. And you're like, see, that's why I have to sit and fucking watch it. It's a weird thing. Mushrooms are like that too. Spicy Dorito, I didn't mention her either. They're them. Them. Let's just say them. I suck. Spicy. G morning. Well, G night. Good night. And excuse me. Yes. It is a good evening. And I'm just happy to be back on and ranting again like always. That's what I'm good at. So hopefully all is well with you. It's good to have everybody out. I'd like to, hopefully, like I said, if you are here, just say hello and I'll see your name and a hello and I'll know that you're alive and well, because there's no way of me telling who's out here tonight. Sandy, Panda is really shining bright tonight. How's Ziggy doing? Ziggy is asleep right here. So Ziggy was a thing of worry there for a while. I took him in, and the vet I've been going to for the past 15 years, she's a really good person, is leaving. And she moved to a different vet with even farther than I already, and I'm already traveling out of my way to go to her. So no more her. No, Dr. Blackstone was her name. So no more Dr. Blackstone. So I wanted to make sure and get Ziggy checked out by her one last time because she knows him and has known him most of his life. I went in, and first time I went in was actually before I knew she was leaving a few months ago, maybe like 3 months ago, something like that. And his kidney signs were actually kind of off, pretty low. And that's not a good sign. So well, it's common though in older cats. So he's on a prescription diet of food for kidney problems. That being said, she finally left for good, and I snuck in one last appointment between that 3 month period of him switching the diet to see if that helped, and got him checked out again. All his blood work, all of that, which is hard to do when you have absolutely no money. I mean, like, it's like, well, I guess I won't get pot this month. which for me, that's like saying that I guess I won't get medicine or food this month. But so I took Ziggy in and got him checked out. And she called me up and she's like, he had the best turnaround of any cat she's almost ever seen. All his levels are all balanced out and perfect. So his diet, that prescription diet, whatever it did to him, she's like, he's doing great, which was wonderful because I haven't been able to take them in as much as I'd like to, and I probably won't be able to take them in as much as I'd like to. But Panda seems alive and well. Ziggy seems alive and well. Uh, my girlfriend has three cats, and we keep them separate on the other side of the house because she has one male cat in particular, and he's a male cat. He's a just a big boy, and he kind of asserts himself a little aggressively. And actually, the female does too. His mom. So I got a cat named Stormy, and she's the mom, and a cat named Loki, and he's her son. And yeah, he's just a big cat, and he's a little rough. And then there's one more cat, and her name is Willow, and she is as old as Ziggy. She's like 17, 18 too, but she is very. She has a really hard time walking, and she just she's just a little rougher, and but she's really hard to take to the vet or cut her nails or do anything like that. She's just but she's such a lovey cat. So that's in the bedroom and stuff in that part of the house. So I spend every evening with those cats, and I usually spend all day with my cats. Kind of weird, kind of sucks, but as of right now, I don't know how to fix that um, without causing more problems than not. So, but everyone is doing well, pretty much. And then you got the puppy. And the puppy just follows us wherever we're at. So it's a great big happy family here. Uh, but Ziggy's doing good. He's actually sleeping right here. I'd pet him, but I'd wake him up and he'd probably he needs to sleep like we all do. I slept in quite late tonight because last night I was at the it's called the Rocky Mountain Grateful Dead Review was the name of the band. Terrible name for the band, but whatever. And they have like random people from all these other Grateful Dead jam band affiliated bands, and they all come together and kind of do like a super group type thing of tribute bands to the Grateful Dead. It was okay. Um, it was okay. It was a very late night. The show didn't end until 1, and then we had to go and pick up the puppy from like 40 minutes, like half an hour up that way. Like a lot of zigzagging back and forth. So I didn't get home and didn't get to sleep until like a 3, 4 in the morning. And then up today, did a rehearsal with the band. So I'm a little beat today, but doing okay. Uh, Everything's doing okay. And even when I say things are doing okay, I mean actually everything is doing terrible, but I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm staying positive. So here is to that. Just even if everything's not okay, here's to you getting through it and staying positive, and me as well. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. I don't know how to change the world. I just don't want the world to change me. Pretty much what Ozzy said. Although I doubt Ozzy wrote it. Uh, Neandercats. Resilience is all I have to. Hey, dude, you just gotta do your thing. Yeah, you just gotta hang in there. I don't know how else to do it. I'm not going anywhere, so I guess that means I'm in it to win it. Sandy, wait, I just figured out your T-shirt was Zombie Cheech and Chong. Yeah, isn't that sweet? Oh, what does it say under there? Marijuana zombies. Yeah. Neandercats. Things can be painful sometimes, but it's the faith that keeps going. Things get better. Um, yeah, the faith in knowing that things will get better. Or, I'm just in it to, you only have one life, dude. Whether it sucks or it doesn't, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Not gonna. I don't know if I'll get another chance. That's a pretty broad spectrum to say. I know we will not. I don't know. No clue. Pretty agnostic in that front. Um, whether or not we have another chance or an afterlife or anything, I do know that this life seems very precious, and it seems like precious. Seems like she's being so cute down there. It seems like there's not much else to do but hold on to this one and really enjoy every moment. Um, I don't know. You gotta stop and smell the roses or the buds. Anyway, uh, Sandy, happy Halloween. Super excited, except for I haven't watched any Halloween movies at all. It's been very rough mentally in the last month, last 6 months, and me and my girlfriend have just wanted to watch pretty mellow things. You know what I mean? The typical sitcom shit where it's like, we have any time, let's watch something short and sweet, and that we can just really relax to. No need for the splatter gore fest that I normally enjoy by myself. I'm much better, probably in a lot of ways, mentally when I have people around, as I'll sit and watch really dark movies and be by myself and fucking get into weird mental places when I'm by myself with no one to keep me in check. You know what I mean? So even having the cats around is quite helpful. So that being said, I love Halloween and I can't wait. Uh, I deliver for that's what I do for my job, unfortunately. Although it's got its good and bad. Anyway, that being said, one of the best parts about delivering is I really enjoy delivering right before and on Halloween because the night of, I don't go trick or treating anymore, but I can still go up to houses and deliver food to people and usually kids and stuff. I deliver pizzas. So, uh, pizza parties, it's the busiest night of the year. And I don't know, it's just fun. I can wear a fucking don't have to wear my uniform for sure. I can wear a costume, just not a mask. Uh, so it's fun. And then I have a Halloween night off. I get off about 7 o'clock. So it'll be dark. I'm going to watch some horror movies. I have the next day off. Uh, that's my whole thing for Halloween. Uh, we got offered to do a show. My band did, but we all had plans. It's Halloween. We just found out about it like I don't know 2 nights ago, maybe something like that. Um, speaking of which, I wonder what I missed here. But shit. All right. Well, I think it's about that time to spin the old wheel of dabs and dab upon whatever the wheel tells us to, because that's the law of the fucking land. All right. There we go. Bam. Bam. All right. Yes, the Halloween season is nice. It feels a little bit different this year, and it did last year as well, but it is what it is. We are on free choice, and because I am lazy, we're going to freely choose to smoke the one that's sitting right here. Uh, the old propeller one. This thing reminds me of the old, I don't know if you ever had them. They kind of look like an hourglass almost. They're little water toys. You flip them upside down. It has oil in it that's colored, and it'll drop through little mazes and shit like that. And yeah, it's what this bong reminds me of, and I love this little bong. But my goal is here soon to be growing some more stuff. I have some seeds. I was also thinking about shooting a video for how I germinate seeds, because a lot of people still seem to have some trouble with that. And I have like a, I don't know, 90 something real high in the percentage rate of how successful I can germinate them, get the seeds started. So it's really simple. I'm more worried about the first few months of having a seedling than doing the seeds. So starting to think about doing more videos again. Uh, it never hurts. I just love doing this show. I'm just always a little bit worried that they're gonna kick my shit off. So recently, they've been cracking down on people who do drugs on the show or even suggest it. All right, and sometimes even what we talk about brings up some interesting subjects. All right, Sandy. Hey, Venom, what did you crumble into your joint tonight? I forgot what you were growing. Ah, yes. This is actually some citrix. Some citrix. Can't talk tonight. I got a super bad cotton mouth. But yeah, smoking on some citrix, and it's also mixed with a little bit of God, something else. I have a little jar of. I don't have an incredibly large amount of pot, but it's good. Right now, I'm growing uh, grape ape, a whole shitload of that, and couple of this citrix, a couple of northern lights, like four northern lights actually, and then let's see here. What else did I have? Grape ape. That. I feel like I'm missing one strain that I'm growing. I have completely just neglected and fucked off with all my pot growing. It's a shame. It's embarrassing. Um, I'm starting over again, and I'm gonna just try and really get my shit back together. It's fucked up. I need to work more because I'm making less at my job than ever, but I have more shit at home to do than ever, and I'm physically hurt and lazy. So I'm also on a diet again with my fat ass. I'm big now again. I look big. It's terrible. Um, it's terrible because it's just I gained a lot of weight fast. It is what it is. I don't exactly look in the mirror very often, but when your pants don't fit and shit like that, it's like, ah, this fucking sucks. So this guy's back on a diet again, uh, trying to be more active again. It's really hard when you're hurt, dude. I couldn't imagine what I'd do if I wasn't smoking pot. And that's one thing that's good and bad. I don't know. I already have such a high tolerance for pot that I don't think there's much that I can do to up it for my pain. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't realize how much pain you're in all the time anyway, because you're already masking it with a form of pain medication. Um, so I don't know. It's been a little hard to be physically active and get back to it, but that's what I need to do. Um, Also, doing live performances and shit, being physically active is huge in that. One nice thing is being from Colorado, 5,000 fucking miles in the 5,280 miles in altitude, feet in altitude. Being from Denver, if I go to other states, I actually have more oxygen than I'm used to. So it's kind of like uh, high altitude training all the time where I'm at. It's also really hard to get high or catch a buzz in other states. And when people come here, they get fucked up. Every band I see, it's fine that they like. I just don't like hearing it because I'm like, well, shut up. Everyone knows we're from Colorado. You don't have to tell us. We get it. But they always are like, they always say something about the altitude. This altitude's fucking killing me. Oh, gotta really sorry if we, I'm like, it's like, yeah. But it's true. The altitude can fuck with you. So I'm glad that I started high, and when I leave the state, or if I do, that'll be on my side slightly. All right, let's get a dabbage of this. I don't even know what this hash is anymore either. It's been on this table for a while, which is lucky because I pretty much ran out of hash, and then I just happened to remember I had some when I was cleaning off the table. And I'm like, well, fuck. Here we go. I've had a lot of, that's one thing. When I have a lot of hash, it kind of just goes everywhere. And now I'm scraping by. So, I mean, we go up and down. Nick, yo, we were just wondering where you were a little bit ago. So, cheers. Cheers to everybody, all the old homies, all the new homies. Uh, cheers to you. Oh, fucking A. Nick, I just had some Cheetos flavored mac and cheese. I seen that shit. I seen that shit. Nick, well, I'm here. I'm glad to be. I am glad. But you and everyone else have showed up. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support as always. This show and having these fucking weekly shows in particular on this channel, I should say, have helped me a lot in the past, and I still try to utilize it in a way to talk out my goals and my ambitions and where I'm at in life. Like all these things come out during these shows for me. Uh, and that helps me achieve those goals. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of people to bounce ideas off of or a lot of friends anymore. That's what it is that I can see in person. Again, for all those reasons I was just saying, I'm just super busy and live far enough away that it's hard to do. But this show has been that for me. And I know that without hanging out with you guys and having motivation and ideas and knowing that there's people out there that'll bounce shit back, you know what I mean? It's not an empty void all the time. It's huge. So thank you everybody for joining in as always. And I'd like to do the show more. Really, Saturdays are my only day off though. So spending hours here, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing for fun. That's what I'm enjoying, just hanging out with you guys. So don't get me wrong, it's it's dope. It just can get a little hard. And like today, I still went and did my did a rehearsal because I got a show next week. Like I said, biggest show we've done will be next week. A lot of shit's kind of riding on the show we're doing next week, to be honest. Uh, it's the first time I have ever sold tickets for my own show. You know, really, and I don't know. I end up selling a lot of tickets, mostly to people I work with, which that won't last forever. So I don't plan on them. Even if you do a great show, how many times can you sell tickets to people that you work with? Look at the dog. Did someone come back? Did someone come inside? Ah, good dog. So, um, I know that when you're first starting out, selling tickets to your band to your friends, family, and people you work with, that's pretty much how you sell. I mean, that's who they are. It's branching out from that kind of is the goal. And with that being said, I sold 13 tickets to this show alone, just me. So mostly to people at my work, which is cool. Especially, I didn't expect it. I just brought those tickets in and said, "Hey, write your name on a list if you want to go see a concert by me." And shit, man, that list filled up, and all those tickets were gone. I got all the money for it, so $15 ticket. It's not bad. I wasn't expecting that, so that's cool. Nick, I got. All right. Oh shit, I missed a couple. Hey, Papa. No, no, you gotta help up. Come here. Come here. Phoenix. Papa, Papa, there's a girl. Papa, 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 there's a girl. There's a girl. Too excited. She's too excited. At least you got to see her. There you go. Papa. Papa. Come on. Say hi one more time. One more time. That's all. She's too excited. Come on. There's a girl. Look at that girl. Look at that girl. Look at that girl. Yes. Yes. Tell me that's not the best puppy you ever seen. Tell me that's not the best puppy you've ever seen. All right. Okay. That's Phoenix saying hello to all you wonderful people. All right, Nick. I like being in good company. I guess I'd say that's my purpose. I guess got to start somewhere. We all do. And then doggy. I know I mixed a lot of that shit together, but it went together fine. Nick, you're damn right. You do have to start somewhere. I like being in good company. And that is a big part of my purpose. And a lot of that is actually just making people happy too. And like forgetting about bullshit. It's surprising how important that is. Um, and doggy. Doggy indeed. Nick, it kind of worked. Yeah. Gotta start somewhere. We all do, doggy. We all do, doggy. If you're trying to be like hip, especially. Yeah, it's good to have you guys on. It's good to have I just didn't want you guys thinking I don't pay attention, especially you, Sandy. I always want to watch those double blind mag stuff and just be more whatever. But it's just been rough. I don't know, man. I've just been trying to stay. But one thing I will say is I've been very positive recently. Um, I feel like the music has gone very well. Again, with that demo that we put out, I think that turned out pretty damn good for demo. I mean, we were going to do demo, then like a demo EP, like an EP, but it'll be a demo EP, and then an album, which will contain probably remixed, remastered, or redone versions of the songs from the EP and like a few more, and a bunch of singles and shit. So shit's going Sandy, hell yeah! I'm serious. I wish I I need to be a little bit better at everything. But I don't even talk to friends, or I don't have much family. But even the family I do have, honestly, I don't talk to them as much as I should. I have an awesome mom, an awesome sister, and yeah, I don't see them as much as I should. And when I do, I'm asking for help or something anymore because I'm fucked. But shit's been good. I'm so excited to do a show this 7th. There's some really great shit I have planned, and I think I'll be able to do like maybe, I don't know if I'll be able to do any video, but I will be able to do a lot of photos and shit like that. So I don't know. It's just I have a lot of cool shit coming up, and I've been focusing a lot of my energy towards that. And my family's been helping. Everyone's been getting shit ready. Nick, I'm so happy that your band is going places. Well, I know I there's no limit that I don't want that band to go to. You know what I mean? I think every time I do something, I have the ideas of going to the as far as like you can go with it. But that being said, even if I'd like to get some type of superstardom type of fame, as long as I can, like I said, I just want to not have a traditional job in the sense of I feel like my artistic and just my persistiveness. I that didn't come out very well. Just the energy I have is better focused in artistic endeavors than it is on menial work. I think most of us are, but again, you only live one life, and I'm just really at my wits' end with typical fucking society work, dude. Like anything in the community's just gone to shit. So working for yourself is what I'm trying to say. If you can, do it because you're more important than whoever you're working for, especially to you. And Nick, I would agree. I would agree as well. Um, that being said, I also think the band's really good. Uh, and it's not a band that takes itself too seriously, but takes its work serious. Like we don't take ourselves serious, but we take the music really serious. That's the big thing about this band that I haven't found with any other group of guys. I know people who love music, and I think all the people I've been in a band with really love music, and especially metal because that's bands I've been in mostly. But even if not, they love music, but they don't have the ambition to want to do that for a living. It takes a certain type of people to do that for a living and not eventually be like, okay, but in all honesty, I got school and I have this job and this is what my career is going to be. And, some people can do both. But at the end of the day, sometimes shit gets tested pretty hard on you. What I'm trying to say is the level of commitment in the band is really good. I really like that. At least as far as wanting to do it full time, which is cool. Um, Financially, we're hurting, and that's hurting the band. But I'll figure shit out. Nick, I believe, believe it or not, the Soviets supported artists, musicians, and other creative fields. They valued art and those who created it. Uh, I did not know that necessarily, but I could believe it. Um, there's a quote I think has been floating around Facebook and shit recently, but they're like, for everyone who wants to cut out the finances to the arts, the next time you go to a movie, don't go to a movie, don't listen to any music in the background of things. Or they were just saying, imagine cutting out all the arts that you listen to and enjoy all day, every day. It becomes fucking insanity. So how can you say that's not a valuable asset to, you know, to all of us? So I say go for the arts if you can. It's not for everybody, and I don't know. Just wherever you find fulfillment is important. It sucks that we've kept a lot of institutions in place in this country and in the world, um, that have locked people into certain positions in life, and we haven't grown technologically to a certain advancement where we can overcome that separation. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be a point in time where hopefully we can all enjoy the time and benefit and freedoms of not being forced into some type of servitude to somebody somewhere, and we can find our own personal enjoyment and pursuit of what we find fulfilling. You know what I mean? Doing art isn't for everybody, but for me, having an unlimited time and resources to put into that is my idea of paradise on earth. You know what I mean? And we all deserve a little touch of that. So, Sandy, taking the music serious is how Alice Cooper described his band, taking the music seriously. He said that he would spend 10% of the show and oh, wow, that's surprising. He said he would spend 10% on the show and 90% on the music, which, don't get me wrong, his music is awesome. But that 10% he spent on the show is what pushed him overboard. You know what I mean? I would love to have elements of Alice Cooper somehow in my band, but I don't know how to make it theatrical as he does. And we have some ideas, and there's some cool shit that I think we want to do, and I think it's going to be awesome. And this next show, we're going to start working that in. But these last few weeks, we're so busy. I think we're overdoing it a little as a band in some ways, just because we're at the recording studio right during the 2 weeks leading up to our biggest show yet, and we haven't been practicing. We've been recording. So I have all these, we have all these ideas, not me, but I have my own, they have their own, and we have these ideas to bring to the theatrics and show of the band. But when are we going to rehearse it when we're all recording all the time and we can't rehearse? We're not jamming, we're recording because that's a long, fucked up process. And it's hard. And I feel like as the singer, a lot of that does kind of fall on me in the sense, like, I have the most free. I have the one free arm to do something theatrical with, even that's just holding a decapitated head or something. It's Halloween too. I like that we're starting a lot of our shows right leading up to Halloween because we have a bunch of like skulls and shit like that, and like chains and shit for props already. And it seems like maybe we're doing it. It fits with the Halloween time and spirit. All right. Avarez, let's just call you that. Hey man, all the best. I'm recently new to the channel. Good shit. Keep it up, man. All the love from Toronto. Good on it, man. I love fucking Canada, if that's what I'm thinking. Toronto. Wait, no, yeah. Anyway, wherever you're from, have a good one. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. Um, it's good to have you with us, man. It's good to have all of you with us. It's good to be here. Nick, Canada land. Uh, Canada land. Uh, Sandy, love back at you. Oh, yeah. What is it? Rude, Rudolph? I don't know. That was a tough one. Yes, Toronto, Canada. Yes, I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. I have a terrible education. No, just checking. I'm distracted by some weed and cats. You okay? Yeah. There we go. All right. Cat Fluffy Tail, yeah, best bet. She's just good. There we go. I don't mind her being in there, but let's get some. Can't even read the comments when she's out in front for too much. All right. Well, we are going to spin the wheel of dabs. We are having a good night. Like it has said, shit's been really fucked, to be honest. It's always fucked. But I have learned, and I learning something's different than enacting it. Just let me say that. But I've learned for a long time that anyone can do almost anything in the right set of circumstances. You know, if you have plenty of training, time, anticipation, you know what I mean? Preparation. Yeah, you can learn how to do amazing things. And then with good luck, with fucking help, with fucking good health, all these things can combine and make it easy to do the most amazing of accomplishments. That can almost lead to a fluke where everything was perfect. That's how we did it. A lot of movies you'll hear like that, or albums, and just they're like, you know what, everything just clicked together, and you kind of need that. But another thing I've learned is what makes someone professional is doing it on your bad days, when you're not feeling well, when you're unhappy, your home life is trash, your work is trash, you're hurt, you're fucking sick, you're whatever happens. What makes you kind of professional in the long run, I feel like, is can you still do it? You know what I mean? And that's just been my outlook, where I'm like, you know what? I know everything's fucked, but I'm still gonna just do it. It's all you can do, you know? Uh, that's what separates, I think, people who make it as an artist and people who just want to be, or whatever your dream may be to pursue. Again, that's just kind of my thing. Whatever you're wanting to do, what separates people from, accomplishment as opposed to, fucking disappointment, self disappointment, can usually just be something as simple as that. So, oh, Nick, I'm distracted by weed and cats. Venom 420. Yeah, that seems about right. That seems like a good quotable. Nick, Venomism. I'm distracted by weed and cats. Yeah, hey, I mean, I'm a simple man. Weed and cats. Trying not to have that be food. You know, just give me some good food, big old thing of ice cream, some Star Trek, and a cat and a dog, bunch of weed again. I'm set. Nick, it ain't a bad existence. I know, but I need to stay healthy. And like I said, I don't. It's funny doing this show will do it too, because I can look up and see. I just look a little bit big to me, and I know I weigh a lot right now. So if I didn't do this show, and then when I've been doing concerts and stuff, like people take photos, and we've had a photographer more than once. So I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind losing a couple pounds and being healthier and being able to move around better. And maybe working out and losing a few pounds wouldn't hurt my neck healing up, and just staying healthy. So there's that. But we're doing good. It's 8:50 now, where I'm at in Mountain Time, the time that actually matters, real time. Just joking. Uh, uh, I don't know. I'm probably gonna stay until about 9:30 at least. So another 40 minutes or so. So we're gonna spin that wheel, smoke this joint, pet some cats, touch base a little bit more. If you have any questions for me, send them my way. I have some questions for you. How have you been doing? What horror movies have you been watching recently? Are you growing weed? You want to grow weed? Growing anything else like mushrooms? Mushrooms are cool. How are things in your world? Nick, let's hope we get an oddball. Yeah, let's see here. Let's do it right now while I'm thinking about it. Let's move this now. The cat's not here anyway. All right. Where it lands, no one knows. But it's fun to spin. Nick, not that there is anything particularly normal on the wheel. Yeah, they're a little wacky. Wacky. Oh, we got this is not a chong. It's a good one. It's good. It's one of the nicer ones I've had. Um, I haven't been following. It's funny. They still do auctions for those. This is not a chong bong, and I still would love to buy a bunch, but I've been so broke, and it's been such a long time. Like I looked at my Amazon list, and sometimes I buy shit on Amazon that I actually need, like or use in my day to day life. It's not like a electronic toy or some shit like that. Which I was looking at this pretty much, but it's not some type of gadget or music thing. But I haven't even fucking bought anything on Amazon in like 8 months. I'm like, yeah, it's because this last 6 to 8 months, I haven't had $5 fucking. Um, it's just been fucked up. Yeah, I would like to buy some more pieces, is what I'm saying. And when I'm this broke, I just turn a lot of the auctions that I follow on Instagram off. I still follow a ton of like really nice glass artists that are in the thousands of dollars range. Because even when I have thousands of dollars, which isn't very often at all, I can't spend it on fucking glass. It sucks. It feels like I think the people who enjoy that shit the most, like the real people who love that shit, will never be able to afford it. And there's some kid out there who's just buys something, then trades it and sells it. I'm like, dude, if you spend 5 fucking grand on a piece of glass or 2,000 even on a piece of glass, if that's not something that's like exactly what you want and you love it, and that's just not the shit, if you're like, yeah, whatever, and then trade it and buy it, so you're just being you're buying and selling it for like status, and because it's a lot of people make a living off of just buying uh, glass off of fucking trades, off of auctions from artists, and they don't even care about those artists, or they're like, yeah, this is sick, look at how sick it is, and then sell it right around for like as much as they can get it. I don't know. It's a weird thing. And there's so much more to it. There's a big reason why people trade glass back and forth too. A lot of the ones that look dope don't hit and perform like you would like them to. I've learned that. Averez, let's just say that, or tell me what to call it. I don't know. Rudy. I can't wait to get some more money together. I'm gonna get back to my home country and just buy some land and just relax and enjoy it. I'm from a group of islands just off of Portugal. That's awesome. Uh, yeah, dude. That's all I want to do too. I think that's what most people want to do is just own a little bit of land and just fucking be able to do their own thing. That's all I want to do. Uh, and so, I mean, I had a lot of ideas for how to do it, and it's still possible, but it's weird how much you need to be a little bit in the green. You know what I mean? I'm in the red. I owe money, and you can't do shit when you owe money. It feels like. All right. Yeah. Yee. Rudy is what you can call me. That sounds good. Rudy, it is. This thing's dead. Robert, how have you been? How have you? Long time. How have you? Long time been? No, I'm sure I got you. Uh, Things have been up and down. How about yourself? This kitty's still here and doing pretty good. Everybody say hi to the Ziggy. Anybody who's wondering how he is. Um, that's a good way to put it, Rudy. Rudy says, "I money can't buy you happiness, but it's a hell of a down payment. That's for sure." Yes, and that's how it is. I still feel like there was a possibility that it just for me it would take a lot of life changes to do what I'm talking about. One of the big things Robert, sorry, I'm high. You're good. I was just fucking around. I got you. Hopefully you're doing good. How are you doing, dude? Nick, gotta go. Hit the sack. Sorry, I couldn't stay longer. Ears, Che. Thanks for stopping by, Nick. It's good to see you. I just wanted to stop in to tell everybody I'm alive. I'm well. Check out Condemned to Burn. There's a new video up for the new demo song that we got going on. It's kind of like a first recording. It's going to be redone, but we just wanted to share it. So that's up. Go to Condemned to Burn. Give it a like. Give it a share. Give it as much attention as you can because that is your best way of giving me love and its attention, I guess. Anyway, it's showing me some and my channel Condemned to Burn too. Anyway, uh yeah, forgot what I was just saying. Nick, the sneak peek was so sick. Thank you. Like I said, there should be a link in the description of that video. They'll take you to the full video of the full song and you can check it out. So I really appreciate that. Like I said, that really helps me out. Also, going to Facebook and following Condemned to Burn really helps us out. Our goal is to get to 300 followers by the end of the year. We're at like 208 or 9 or 20. Or, it grows quite, it's growing pretty quick. So help us get to that. That would be dope. Anyway, you have a great night, dude. Cheers to you. We're going to do a dab here, but this one's for you. God damn it. Keep that thing fuck out of my. Cheers, buddy. Have a good night. All right, let's crack open one more of these guys. Oh. Fuck. Ah, that's one harsh motherfucker. I put a bunch of reclaim on it. Whew. It is token. Also, I did a little bit of Rocky Mountain salads and just mixed all the different types of bud on my tray and a little harsh. All right, we are going to do a dab. We are going to finish that joint that's over there burning, and then we're going to call it an evening because, like I said, we're just Robert, how's your grow going? Not great. I've been really neglecting it, and it just got so tall that it went over the lights, and everything above the lights died. So all a bunch of tops, and I didn't tie them down. And there's just I deserve to be fired for that one. I've been really off on it. That being said, I'm sure I'm gonna get quite a bit of buds, and I need the thing that's fucked up is the thing I fucked up on was waiting too long to bloom them, and they got too tall. They overgrew. I'm like out of bud, out of money, out of everything. Had I just flowered them sooner, they would have been done by now. They would have been in great health. I would have been able to move them like a normal human being with fucked up shoulder, even. And I'd be in a good spot right now. I'd be on a new grow. But I I dicked off, you know what I mean? And it's hard not to get overwhelmed, and it's a lot of it's work. I mean, it seems stupid because I don't have a super physically active job, but it takes up, with driving to from work, 10 hours to 11 hours a day sometimes, and then randomly I'll get off early, and then I don't know, that sucks too. But sometimes I'll get off early. But on recently, it's like 10-hour days, and I'm like, I just want to go home, hang out for a little bit, and then it's repeat, repeat, repeat. Jobs keep you just busy enough that you don't have enough energy to do what you love. You know what I mean? Some do much more than that. Um, I have a relatively easy job with a lot of freedoms. So I'm still right at that point. Um, I am going to just start again. Uh, Billy Bong, that's who isn't here this evening. Uh, Billy Bong was gonna hit me up with a grow tent, and I was kind of hoping to hear something from that, but I didn't want to bug him about it. He's on his own thing, so. But um, I want to start again with a whole new setup because I have right now uh, an 8 setup unit that I don't have any room for. And I'm like, fuck. And I have extra lights that I don't have any room for. And I'm not super happy with my current grow. So I'd like to start a new one like right now. But you do what you can. Right now, the biggest thing in my life is just making sure my grandma's okay, making sure everyone in my life is okay who I care about. So, like my girlfriend and cats, animals. Mm, Other than that, I wish I could say I was like trying to help any of them, but I'm in such a bad way. My form of helping them is just attempting to be okay myself. You know what I mean? Not have to ask any of them for help or fucking make them worried about my own well being. So it's been one of those months, years, decades. No, actually, I don't know, man. It's why kind of why I joined the band, and kind of why I don't know, kind of why maybe I shouldn't have joined the band, or most people wouldn't have in my position, was I was really fucked and in a really bad spot. But I knew that was something I wanted to do, and I knew doing something I wanted to do was a way to get myself out of that funk. It has kept me happy and occupied, maybe too much. So uh, I don't know. I just that's been my biggest mistake is procrastination, doing things too late, and that's what happened with this grow. I just took too long and waited too long, and it's a good metaphor for what can happen in life. Is it seems like it's easy to procrastinate and let things just fly you by. You know what I mean? Like, say you're gonna get to something and then never do it. So I don't know. This is like the third time, maybe fourth time I've done that with plants. That's why I'm upset. And it's so easy to avoid that. One of the big reasons I keep doing that as well is because I've been trying to take clones off of plants and then keep them going. You know what I mean? Clone a plant, bloom them, and then use those clones as my next grow. But I really fucked that up multiple times. Uh, so it's all been procrastination and not timing things out better. Uh, a lot of grown people will tell you a lot of things, but when it comes to how to do a rotating, self-sufficient grow. A lot of people don't talk about that because it's different for everybody, and it's just kind of hard to do. And what I mean by that is I like to have like at least a two grow rooms going at any time. One for flower, one for blooming, and then really a third one that can be kind of combined into your veg for blooming, like seedlings. Um, so that way you always have clones. That's the key. And then you always have one plant that's blooming and one plant that's growing, and or one room. And I just haven't been able to stay on it very well and time things out. And now I'm back at square one again. And my mushrooms have not been going great by any means. Those are really hard to upkeep. A lot of it is, again, I don't know. I've been living in this constant haze. A lot of it is my job is so fucked up and stupid that I have to just be completely annihilated to even work it. So I'm constantly just barely there, dude. And then what energy I have had, I've been putting into my music, trying. And even there, I feel like I could put a lot more. I wish I had more to put into there. Uh, it's just crazy how much time we spend at work and how much we don't actually get much fulfillment other than it pays for stuff from our jobs. You know what I mean? Um, it just sucks. If there was only another way, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Right now, I'm doing really good, and I don't know if that'll last forever or even a day. So here is to the good times. May they last a long time for you. Woo! Tasty. Oh. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone who came to stop by and check in. Woo! Damn, that burned. Fuck. Whoops. Burned it. A little bit more, a little bit more burned it than I normally like to do. James, have you ever tried that freeze pipe? I have a freeze bong attachment that's filled with propylene glycol, I think it is, or vegetable oil, one of the two. Anyway, they're pretty close. I think. Um, and I got my mom a really cool one. And I've only smoked out of it at room temperature, but it does freeze. The one I got my mom, it's it's pipe, but it has the carb at the end. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a steamroller feel. But it's a typical pipe shape. It's double layered, so you know what I mean. Like there's glitter and water inside of it, but it's not water because you can freeze it. So it's some type of liquid that's okay to freeze. And it's this purple glitter when you can see it move around. I got that for my mom because it's just a really cool pipe. And I've smoked out of that, but it wasn't cold. Used to do the freeze bong. It was one of these selections, but I stopped using it because I couldn't find any rubbing alcohol and couldn't afford it when I could. Uh, it gets clogged really easy. I need a better one. There's some really cool ones out there. Um, I have a knockoff version. I usually try the knockoff versions from fucking China on DH to see if I even like that type of design of bong in real life. If I do, maybe one day I'll drop some money on it, but it's a good way to try it. James, yeah, I thought the freeze might have been gimmicky, but not really give you a smooth hit. Now, I've heard, I think it was High Times. I follow them on Facebook and Instagram or whatever. Don't know why they've kind of fallen downhill a little, but a lot, I should say. But over the last forever, they used to be cool a long time ago. But High Times. What was I just saying? They were doing a study where they were saying it's kind of bad to take cool hits. They say that it makes it feel good, and it is. It's easier to take a big hit when it's cold, but they're like you do the same amount of damage as you would with a hot hit. So they're like, just because you're not coughing up a lung, you're still doing the damage inside internally. So they're like, people take too big of bong rips and too big of hits because it's been smoothed down. But just because it feels that way doesn't you're still really. But I'm like, it does make it smoother and feel better. So ice is cool. Most good bongs have an ice catcher, this scallop right here, to catch ice that you put in there. And I recommend it. And cold water helps. If I was super baller, I don't know, this might be excessive and a waste of energy, but it'd be cool to have like a bong, like super nice cabinet. So all glass, kind of like this thing over here. All glass and it's chilled like a fridge, but you can see it where you can see in it. So kind of like one of those display cases at the grocery store or at a gas station. So, but there's all bongs in there, and then have like a little like deep rock bottle filler to fill it up with ice cold water, some ice, crushed ice machine, all in one cabinet type thing. You know what I mean? Your bongs chilled, super cool hits. That'd be dope. Sandy, wow, I can't keep up with you, dude. I'm gonna have to bail. My warmest regards to Shatterdaze regulars, and even warmer regards to the newbies. No joke. All hail Condemned to Burn. Good night, y'all. Have a good one. Yep, I think that's it for me too. Just about. We're gonna spark this joint. I said 9:30. It's 9:14. So we're about out. So Sandy, you are a legend yourself, dude. Fucking thank you so much. You always You're always here, and I appreciate the hell out of you. Like I said, I wish eventually someday I'll be able to fucking start repaying that gratitude back properly. Till then, this joint's to you. Have a good night. Yeah, I've just been trying to stay busy, and it's helped me a lot mentally. So hopefully, everybody out there has a bunch of projects going on, something to take your mind off of everything. Uh, Maybe I've done too much. I know I have too much going on. That's why the plants suffer. I'm sure that everything suffers because I've overbooked myself. But most of that overbooking is from work, and fuck work. Everybody's work. Like I said, that doesn't reflect who you are as much as it should. And B, you know, it just that overbookedness keeps me mentally occupied and doesn't let myself get to myself. So it's a good way of avoiding, for me, oddly enough, anxiety and too much stress is to be overbooked. I'm too busy to be anxious. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of the stuff that I overbook myself with or whatever, which I do. I don't know why even don't need to put that in quotations. A lot of the things I overbook myself on, uh, they involve other people. So at some point, I use that again. It helps me with any type of anxiety because I when you're thinking about other people, sometimes my anxiety goes away. Like I've been in a bad spot or even sick or something like that, and then someone I care about is sick around me or anxious around me or in a bad way, and I snap out of that shit and I'm like, okay, and I focus on that other person and that empathy and that concentration put towards them puts me in a better space. So sometimes, like I said, being busy and doing things positive, uh, that's what helps get me through and not be anxious. It's a weird way. I don't know. Anywho, I'm about to call it. Might as well. It's been a good night. I'm glad everyone who did stop by and say hello did. Like I said, there's a lot of you out there who I missed and who I miss actually, not just missed here tonight, but in general. So to all you guys, uh, countless thanks, man. I should be back, but not next Saturday. That was a big reason I wanted to do this one tonight too. Was I won't be on next week. I'm doing a big show, so wish me luck on the next show I'm doing. Uh, if you're in Denver, go, 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 because that would help. Give some condemned to burn love. Give some love to anything that I'm doing because that's about the only way I can accept it. And I need all I can get right now. Like I said, eventually I'd like to get some form of a website and a way to a Patreon or some shit like that, that type of combination, and do this more and all that. But it's hard. The reason I'm also pushing the music thing a little bit harder than I'm pushing this is because, like I said, uh, getting stoned, a lot of people fucking you get a little blackballed from YouTube and from all this shit getting stoned. But the music is straight legit, and I can push that really hard. Make like a website, fucking sell t-shirts and music. Like I said, I'm still figuring out how I'm gonna do all this shit. I have a lot of ideas. I might use Venom 420, this channel, as an umbrella website to sell everything, but that might get convoluted and hard to do too. So I don't know. We'll see how the world goes. Uh, I don't know. I appreciate all the help. I appreciate all the love. We'll see you next time. To everyone who wasn't here tonight, we'll see you next time. Hopefully. For me, all the cats, take it easy. Keep it keefy. We'll see you soon.